amateur 125-pound championship belt. Also what many might consider to be Jayson Scott's last amateur MMA bout. We may see him next time as a professional. And here we go, Scott Martin with the official introductions.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is fight number 14 on the MCF St. Paddy's Day Beatdown. And this is your 125-pound amateur championship bout. Introducing first out of your Lavander's blue corner. This fighter stands 5 foot 8 inches tall, weighing in at 125 pounds. This fighter holds a record of 11 wins, 2 losses, representing 6'9" one-on-one MMA and fitness. Fighting out of North Platte, Nebraska, make some noise for Jayson Scott. Introducing now his opponent across the cage in the whitetail red corner. This fighter stands 5 foot 9 inches tall and weighed in at 125 pounds. This fighter holds a record of 3 wins, 0 losses. Representing Genesis Training Academy, fighting out of Palmdale, California. Make some noise for Micah Super Jew Haas.
All right. Fighter introductions underway.
This fight is powered by The Good Life, your after-fight club night. Scheduled for 3 4-minute rounds and will be overseen by referee Joe Doherty.
All right, there we go. 3 5-minute rounds. It's our main event of the evening, and it's for the 125-pound amateur championship in Midwest Championship Fighting. Jayson Scott in the leopard print trunks, Micah Haas in the olive green trunks. And a leg kick right off the bat from Jayson Scott. Another one of those, Kelly, where he kind of caught him in his motion.
Yeah.
More of a trip.
You just catch him off balance. But, oh, nice.
Wow.
Superman punch. That was solid.
A big Superman punch from Micah Haas.
Nice
Jayson
knee.
Scott misses the punch and now grabs a leg.
Micah Haas is clearly not intimidated by the crowd, intimidated by Jayson Scott's record. He came to fight.
Almost felt like he was feeding off it a little bit during the fighter introductions.
Oh, why not?
Disappoint the hometown crowd is what's on Micah Haas's mind. He's got Jayson Scott's back. Scott hand fighting.
Yeah, and we've seen this earlier. You know, he gets that leg in and goes figure 4. And it can be tough to get a guy off you if he gets that around your body. So Jayson doing a good job hand fighting. Micah's not posing much of a threat right now.
Jayson staying busy, not giving Haas much of a chance to think about what he wants to do or prove his position. Now, though, maybe a little more dangerous for Jayson Scott. One hook in, it looks like, is all, though, Kelly Wiseman.
Yeah.
And it's kind of an awkward hook at that. Off to the side. 2.5 minutes to go, round number 1. This one's scheduled for 3 5-minute rounds.
I mean, Haas is going to be content to sit here and just keep peppering while he's setting up. But Jayson's doing a really good job of hand fighting.
Jayson Scott staying patient, not panicking, not getting rushed in that position.
Scott's really having to, carry and Haas around too. That could come back to bite you later.
Yeah, Jayson, you're right. He exerted a lot of energy holding Jayson Scott down. Now Jayson Scott separates. A jab and a high kick that did not land. Now Jayson Scott's got Haas up against the cage right in front of our broadcast position. Goes for the double leg and finishes it. Now inside control is Jayson Scott, steps over.
Now we'll see what he does with him on the ground. And we'll see how Haas defends.
Now the... I can't see if he stepped over with that right leg. Now it's out.
Up his back, but Scott was going to work for an arm bar there, and then bailed out. Probably didn't have it. That's smart, but he's still going for it. He's still working for it. He never stopped working for it because then Haas has got to battle that the whole time while he's trying to transition.
One wrong move by Haas, and he can lock that in. 1 minute to go. Round number 1, 1 minute to go. Round number 1.
He's got it deep. Haas just has to relax. Jayson just keep working for it, hoping that Micah makes a mistake, or vice versa. But
get in, dangerous, throws some elbows to Jayson Scott, short elbows.
This is going to be
40 seconds remaining.
He's got to get that elbow out so that arm can't get extended. We'll see what happens.
Wow. Jayson Scott hung on to the position despite the slam.
He just got to step over. He's fighting it well. Jason's staying busy, but Haas is fighting it well. He's staying real relaxed.
Down to 20 seconds.
He wants to keep him stacked so he doesn't get that arm straightened out again. Keep him stacked. Sometimes that big slam looks so cool to the crowd, it actually locks your arm in.
Who's conserving more energy at this point, Kelly Wiseman?
Well, clearly Haas is, because Jayson can just lay back, throw punches. But as long as Haas keeps him stacked like that, he's not in any danger.
And there we go, round number 1 in the books. Kind of a 50-50 round, if you ask me. The first part controlled by Micah Haas. Jayson Scott controlling the second part.
Yeah, and that second part, Jayson did a good job of pressing him with the punches and driving him to the other side of the cage, to get that takedown. So it was that takedown was set up by the striking coming forward.
Ready for round number 2. This one's scheduled for 3 5-minute rounds. Again, it is for the 125-pound amateur championship, Midwest Championship fighting. Jayson Scott, the North Platte, Nebraska fighter, hometown boy, against Micah Haas, fighting out of Denver, Colorado by way of California. But again, I think a lot of people probably surprised. Jayson is their man. So
I'm not surprised. I said that to begin with. Don't judge the records, because Haas comes from a very good camp with very good coaches and good training partners, so he's going to be up to the challenge.
And here we go, ready for round number 2. Jayson Scott in the leopard print shorts, Micah Haas in the olive green shorts. Meeting in the middle.
They're going to trade leg kicks, clearly trying to set up. Both guys probably wanting to move in and get a takedown and use that to close the distance.
Superman punch misses this time. Haas caught Jayson Scott with one of those in the first round.
Got caught with a low shot, and Haas threw a kick that was kind of checked on the knee, so that could come back to bite you. Nice action, though. From the break, when they're splitting up and throwing, they're not just standing there watching. Nice slip by Haas, though.
Yes.
He slipped under that. Jayson was controlling that, and Haas just slipped under that. In cases like this where Haas is close to his corner, guys like Jayson just needs to listen to Haas's corner. He's going to tell you what he's doing, and you can prepare for it.
Round number 2, 2:45 to go in this one. And Micah Haas on the back of Jayson Scott.
Yeah.
Trouble.
As long as he doesn't get too high, he'll be fine. He's going to try to work for that rear naked, but he might be content and just, letting Jayson wear him and dropping some bombs and landing some damage.
Crowd getting behind Jayson Scott, but as we've mentioned, Micah Haas not intimidated by this North Platte crowd. In fact, if anything, he's feeding off of it. Looking to send the North Platte fans home upset tonight. Now into side control is Micah Haas.
It was a nice little scramble. It was just the advantage stayed with Haas because he just stayed with him.
Now Jayson Scott scrambling, trying to slip out the back, hoping that Haas is up too high, and
he does.
He is out and on the back of Micah Haas. What a reversal by Jayson Scott.
And he's it's deep.
And now the rear naked choke. He loves it.
It's
and
over.
That is it. That is it. Good night, sweetheart. His go-to move, and he goes to it once again. Jayson Scott with the win by rear naked choke, but you gotta give credit. Micah Haas coming into a hostile environment, didn't let it get to him.
No, not at all. And like I said, it's one tiny mistake. One tiny mistake is all it takes in this game for somebody to take advantage. So
as you look at the replay, though, you got to give props to Jayson Scott. He was in trouble.
Yeah, he was being dominated that whole round, but he didn't. You don't freak out. You relax, and eventually your training will come back to you.
Right.
You'll be fine.
And what do? You go back to what your bread and butter. And that's the submission game. We saw him almost get an armbar sunk in round number 1.
Yep.
Great submission defense by Micah Haas, but the rear
Ladies
naked
and
choke
gentlemen,
too much at the end. Here's
2 minutes
Scott
and 23
Martin.
seconds into your second round by way of rear naked choke. And still, Jayson Scott! This is your 125-pound amateur champion. Make some noise, North Platte!